we have an update on what's going on between Moroka Swallows and Marumo Gallants. First, a recap. Moroka Swallows has asked the High Court to rescind or cancel their agreement with Marumo Gallants for the purchase of the status of Moroka Swallows. And the agreement was that Marumo Gallants would pay Moroka Swallows 40 million rand, which was supposed to be split in this way: 20 million upfront as a lump sum payment, 10 million rand towards debt that Moroka Swallows owed to SARS, and 10 million rand towards debt that was owed to players and staff. Now, this is the latest information that we're gathering according to our sources. Firstly, Moroka Swallows could have taken this issue to the courts a long time ago, because according to the information that we've received, that initial 20 million rand was paid in drips and drabs, and actually there's even some conjecture as to whether that 20 million was even paid in full. But the main reason why this issue is not going to court is because of the SARS debt. As you may know, when you buy a PSL club, you purchase all of its debt. However, SARS debt is not transferable from one club to another. It sits with the club and the club owners, and because that debt has now grown to 13 million rand due to interest, Moroka Swallows are seeking that the agreement be cancelled so that they can take the status back, sell it, recoup the money, and then pay SARS back. The other problem has to do with the Marumo Gallants status in the NFD. Marumo Gallants moved from the NFD to the PSL, taking over the status of Moroka Swallows. But then there was the status of Marumo Gallants, which remained in the NFD. That status was then sold to Marumo United. However, what we're now gathering is that Marumo Gallants were not allowed to sell that status, and in fact it was being held as surety to ensure that if they were not able to complete the payments to Moroka Swallows, Swallows could then take that status, sell it, in order to recoup the rest of their money that was owed to them. So, to answer a few questions that have come up in the past week and also clarify some things that we said in the previous video. First up, does Marumo Gallants get their 20 million back that they had already paid? The answer is no, for the simple reason that they've already enjoyed the status of the PSL for almost 2 seasons, so therefore you can't take something back that you've already used for quite a long time. The second question is Moroka Swallows intent on coming back to the PSL and reviving the Dube bird? According to our information, they're not intent on bringing back Moroka Swallows. The full intention is that the deal gets cancelled, Moroka Swallows gets their status back, and they immediately look to sell the status so that they can recoup their money and pay the debt to SARS. The third question is, what happens to the debt that's owed to the players? When you purchase a PSL club, you purchase all of its debts and all of its problems. So therefore, Marumo Gallants and the owners would be liable for that debt to the players. And to summarize all the information that we've received, it looks like Moroka Swallows wins this one hands down. And it's difficult to see a way in which Marumo Gallants doesn't come out as the loser here. Firstly, they've paid the 20 million. Secondly, they still owe the debt to the players, and now you're on the verge of losing your status. A massive loss for Marumo Gallants if the courts side with Moroka Swallows. And then on top of that, there's the issue with regards to Marumo United, because they now also don't know what's going to happen. If the court side with Moroka Swallows, there could be a domino effect that could affect their status as well. That's the latest information that we have on Moroka Swallows and Marumo Gallants. If you like this type of information, please do give us a follow. It really helps us out. See you again soon for another video.